Hello, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Bartley. Thank you for joining me today. Today I want to talk about discouragement and to be dismayed. How not to be dismayed. Don't be dismayed. You should never find yourself dismayed. We're living in the world where we need to have a different character, a strong and amazing different character. That's the word we're living in. You understand? Strong and different character. Now, if you have not worked on yourself, you have nothing to give anyone. You need to train yourself to be bold, to be courageous. Never to find yourself dismayed. You understand? So, let me explain to you what it means to be dismayed. To be dismayed is like you're expecting maybe an iPhone. Somebody buy you a beautiful phone. The phone doesn't come. You're like, oh no, I was waiting for it. You're dismayed. You're waiting for someone to come at the airport and you hear that no, the plane was canceled, the flight was canceled. So she's not coming or he's not coming today. Oh no, please. Or maybe you're going somewhere to the United States and then the border patrol or the policeman there, they have their own rights. They can tell you, you are not going today. I'm sorry, you gotta go back. And you go like, oh no, dismayed. Never be dismayed. Now, it's not easy to be a person that is never dismayed. But this is something you have to cross. It's a journey and a bridge you have to defeat. You have to cross. You understand? It's a war standing before you. You have to defeat it. Never be dismayed. We teach many times and say, don't trust people. Because when you trust people, it's when now you feel like, oh, I'm okay, I'm safe here. All of a sudden, they let you down. Oh, no, you're dismayed. Never be dismayed. So who should you really trust? Who should you really trust? Some people have a bad behavior, okay? Bad character. And they discourage you because of their actions. You think this guy is clean. He's just throwing dirt anywhere. The bin is there, but he's throwing things anywhere. You are dismayed. Why does he got this bad attitude, this guy? See that? He leaves the bin right before him. You throw something over the window. You say, what is the bin right there? And you are dismayed. Oh, I can't work with this kind of a person. No, don't be dismayed. People will let you down. You understand that? Then let's talk about discouragement. Like I said, what you have never worked on in your life can never happen. What you have never trained yourself to be, you can't do. You can't be what you are not. You will always be what you are, because inside you might pretend for some time to be strong, to be this, to be that. When you're pushed beyond your strength, you will still find that hidden you and you will bring it out. You bring it out. See that? Discouraged. You're discouraged over some things. You quit over some things easily because you feel like, I think over there it's better than here. You know, I have a conference tomorrow and I'll be talking about recreating your prosperity, recreating your word, framing your tomorrow. What can you see with your eyes? Where is your confidence? Is it in the things that people possess? Is it in the things that people say? Or right inside you? Who are you as a person? People who always get discouraged are people who don't know about themselves. If you don't know you, you will always be discouraged. If you don't know you, you know, I've met people that when they acted certain things, I felt like, really? People do that? You know? Amazed by people's actions, childish action. They behave so childish. You say, what? Because sometimes we trust everybody. We believe that everybody's mature. We believe everybody's like us. Not knowing that, no, some people ain't nothing like me, ain't nothing like you. Because maybe we've worked so much on ourselves and they have not worked on themselves. So we see their stature, we see their body, they look big, the jobs they do. But now let them speak, they speak so childish. You wonder, really? Is this person okay? Is she really all right? So something is really wrong there. Okay? Now, oh dear, oh dear. The word is for the living. The word is for tough people. The word is for successful people. The word is for strong people. The word is for people who cannot give up for any reason. The word is for strong people. Where do we find them? How do we make them strong? Faith comes by hearing. I come to you right now, I tell you to be strong. I come to you, I tell you to be courageous, never to be dismayed. You pick the meaning there. You say, okay, if something doesn't go my way, what do I do? Something doesn't go my way, what should I say? Okay? In a scenario, things don't go your way. Should that change the way you think? No. Should that change the way you think about others? No. Should that discourage you? No, it shouldn't. It's about the heart. You see, some people, their hearts are big. And that's where we find good leaders. When their hearts are big, is where we find good leaders. You can spot a leader by the power of their heart. How much they know, how much they give, how much they love, how much patient they are, how patient this person is. That is the kind of leadership, the leaders that we can trust and say, oh, that man is a leader. Don't look at the person because they look old with gray hair. So many people with gray hair are stupid. They have nothing, are foolish. Because wisdom is not in the color of the hair. You see that? How many people have seen elderly parents tell their children stupid things, guide their children stupid directions? How many? How can a parent be stealing money? You know, I heard this funny story of a certain parent who was telling her daughter to be eating money from her ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend is really sending money to this mother. She's cooking the guy. And yet the daughter is married. Stupid. That's a destroyed psycho mother. A mother is sleeping with a boyfriend to her daughter. Think about that. It's a crazy thing, right? So what happened? How can this parent make you a bold child? How can this parent help you to be courageous? How? That is why when you see so many suicide. A friend of mine was just telling me about a certain beautiful lady that committed suicide and nobody knew why she killed herself. Nobody. The mother doesn't know why she killed herself. The father, they're surprised. They don't know. But she committed suicide. How? Nobody knows. Understand what I'm telling you. Be bold and be courageous. To stand for the truth. To stand for that which is right. To defeat people with corrupt minds who are reprobate against the truth. Corrupt minds. These men, these human beings, these people stand against that which is right and say, no, I'd rather do this wrong thing. You say, no, don't do that. This is wrong. And say, no, I know what I'm doing. No. You will always be a loser. If you choose to be discouraged, if you discouraged easily, you'll be a loser. If you get dismayed, you'll be a loser. You'll be a victim, always. You'll be running from place to place. Doesn't work here, you quit, go there. Doesn't work, and you'll be always joining those who are making it. And when you leave them, they still continue because those people are always in one place, doing it. You'll be all your life, you'll be trying this, doesn't work, I try that. Try, doesn't work, I try that. Imagine, let me tell you something. I've tried not to talk about this, but I want to talk about it. How can you be leaving, you don't like your own country, you leave your country without papers, you get to another country, illegally. Leaving your country to another country, illegally, and you were there. And then you leave that country to another country again, illegally, and you were there. Your life is full of troubles. Nothing about you will ever be upright. You will never have joy. You will always move like that. And you think it's the way to work hard. No, you abide in death. Even when people try to advise you and say, don't live your life like this, be perfect, try to be honest, live an honest life, you will not live an honest life. How many Nigerians have crossed borders in places they're not supposed to be, leaving their country, doing very well in their country, go to South Africa, suffer in South Africa, until a man had to donate a plane for all Nigerians to return back home with nothing. And they're saying, now I know that we can make it. I'll go and open a franchise in Nigeria. I shouldn't have come to Africa in the first place. Rumors of people telling you, there's money in Canada. Oh, there's money in this country. Oh, there's money. In your country, I make my money in my country. I make my money in my country because there's money in my country. I see money. See, it matters how you look at things. What can you see? If your parents didn't teach you to have the eyes of faith, you always see the negative part. It's a training. To be a bold person, to be a courageous person, it's a training. Now, that training is on the human spirit. You must teach your eyes, teach yourself how to see an opportunity. Where men are crying, where men are discouraged, men are dismayed, men are trodden down, men are broken, men are going down. You see a lifting up in this, a lifting up in that, prosperity in this, prosperity in that. Now, if you see that someone is falling, say, no, you're going up. Don't fall. You're going up. You see? You speak the opposite of what your optical eyes are seeing. What? Because the eyes of your heart has a different expectation. Now, you're using that expectation to promote or to probe someone up. It's called the eyes of faith. Now, believing the eyes of faith, it takes courage. Courage. That is why families break. Whenever you see a family breaking, only the eyes of the flesh are the ones you're using. How do you love someone who's so stupid and wicked to you? By faith. You throw away faith, how can you love the person? How can you? You cannot. That's maturity. Now you're moving from country to country, no papers. You're looking for life. Life is inside you. You're busy looking for life. You're wasting your own life by looking for life. Yet life is right inside you. How can you be that stupid? How can you be foolish? Stop. You see, all the beauty that you need in the Word, right where you are inside your heart. In the places you are looking for, there's only death that abides in those places. Only death abides in those places. And your mind will lead you to poverty. I always tell people that if your parent is poor, can never lead you into prosperity. No, cannot lead you into prosperity. Your parent has never gone to any country, America, never gone to America. Common African countries has never gone genuinely. And then they come and tell you and say, you will be in Canada. No. No, you won't. And if you force it, you see, there are people say, just go. You can go like this. Go, you go to the border. You pass through this country. You will cross like this. You will cross. You are crossing no documents. You're burying yourself. You see that? No. Your life can't be that distorted. Fix it. You have the power to do so. Because your mind is getting twisted. The moment you are acting out those evil acts, your mind is getting twisted. You are a twisted person, living with twisted people, raising children who are going to be twisted. And when you raise a child in a horrible way, that child never depart from the evil. That's why you find so much death in many families. Uncle so-and-so is dead. Uncle so-and-so was attacked. Uncle so-and-so is sick. Sister so-and-so is dead. I tell people, you never hear such things about my family. No. That no, so-and-so is dead. There's a funeral this side. Only old people. Old people have lived life. Are the ones who hear that in my family that they have died like this because of the old age 70. They were 80 or they were 90. You never hear that a young man just died. Not in my family. Never heard that. Because we grew up doing the right thing. We grew up knowing how to calculate your time and whatever you're doing to know that this is okay, this is not okay. To know. And quickly when you see that this is wrong, you recalculate and step back and do the right thing. Always have that consciousness. Be inspired to do good. Be inspired like that. The same wrong thing is the one that you're doing. And your father or your mother is busy encouraging you on the same wrong. How can you be bored? You'll always be a discouraged person. You always be a discouraged because in reality, in truth and in success, you will not believe in it. You only believe in the dubious way to do things. That's all you will believe. A corrupt child. You want joy but for a moment and suffer for a long time. No. Suffer for a moment and prosper for a long time. Have the right principle. Have the right principle. Stupid parents, here they collect money for marriage for this girl, for this girl. And there's another man come to marry the girl, they collect money. Another man, they want to marry the girl, they collect money. Are you stupid? What's wrong with you? You know, these are ladies who grew up as prostitutes. So, because they've been prostitutes for years, what do you think they're going to be like when they become 50 as prostitutes? Because I've been in so many countries, I've seen prostitutes at the age of 50, 55, 60. They're prostitutes. Now, imagine that is a parent with children. It is the job of a child to stand for what is right. To say, no, I'm a man and I'm going to have my family. What my father is doing is wrong. You see, one thing about men who don't always follow our fathers, our parents, our father, to be specific, to be open with you. We know what is right when we're growing up because we meet so many people. That we have courage to know that this man is my father, but what he does is not right. I can't correct him or control him, but I can't be like him because I can't be happy this way. You understand? And that's courage. Be that courageous. Be that bold. Your friends are telling you, let's go and steal. They're influencing you. You know you can buy this. You know when this money comes in, imagine what you can do with the $2 million or what you can do with the $500,000. Imagine what you can do with the $100,000. Imagine what you can do. It's just risk. Every person that risks wins. Let's try and win. And you're going like that. You know that it's wrong. Anything could go wrong. But you were there getting guns, loading firearms, putting the magazines, everything. You are now ready. You want to go. You want to join these friends. Your mother will mourn you. You see? Your mother will cry. Your friends are smiling in prison right now. Your friends are hearing news in prison. They're in jail right now. The lack of courage, the lack of boldness. You're easily dismayed and you want to take shortcuts. Easily discouraged, you want to take shortcuts. What happened to patience? What happened to it? Every time we go to the field to plant seed or corn, when we do that, what happens? We have to wait for it to grow. That's a principle. But how come your friends are telling you, no, we can make it like this? Anybody who ever made it through stealing, they are not happy, they are busy running, and they'll be caught. It will take maybe 3 years, 5 years, 20 years. Oh, they'll be caught. It will go back to nothing. I knew a friend when I was growing up, his father was very rich. Very, very rich. But he made his wealth from doing wrong. Right now as I speak, his children are beggars. You can't build a house on sand. You can't. You'd be stupid to think so. And most of you who do evil like that, you go to church, you go to the mosque, you go to church and you pray, and you're committed to pray. Your conscience is dead. You go to church and pray, the same day you go to evil, to do evil. Your conscience is dead. So if you know that you go to church and you come back, you're not convinced, no conviction of doing the right thing, know your conscience is dead, ask for help. And pray with tears that you receive that conviction in your heart that tells you uprightness is like this and like this. Without that consciousness, you will make mistakes, hurt yourself, hurt many people, hurt your children, hate your brothers. There will be nothing inspiring about you all your life. Just like there was nothing inspiring about your parents all their lives. You want to change that? You want to change that? It starts right now. Do the right thing right now. Okay? What's the right thing? Have courage to do good. Have courage to pray. Have courage to share good news with somebody else to help others do the right thing. Every time you're doing something, let it be the right thing to do. Correct your mistakes. Correct them. Don't stay with them. Say, I made a mistake, I'm going to stay with it like this. No, 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 no. I've told before, correct it. This is a mistake, I'm going to fix it. That's what courage is all about. See that? Somebody says, no, if I wrong somebody, I'll just say I'm sorry and I give myself peace. No. Contact the person that you wronged. Create peace with the person physically. Then you are sure that you've done the best. After that, approach life from a different angle. You see that? When you refuse that, you will be, they call you this name that you are that, but you are something else. Even you don't even know what you are. No direction. You see? The challenges that you had before will be more now, wherever you are. Now, the strength to win these new challenges that you're dealing with is not there, because remember, you are a quitter. You're a discouraged fellow. Remember that? You say, I'm not a discouraged fellow. No, no. Reality will defeat you. Yes, you are. Have you seen that? So no matter, if you're walking the street, it's on you. You know it. Boldness to do the right thing. Never be discouraged. Don't be dismayed. And never esteem yourself highly, thinking people see you as the most important person. No, you're just like anybody else. So be humble. Okay? Be humble. Some people look at their job they do in society, and they think they're better than others. Don't be like that. You're not better than anybody else. Okay? You're just you. Okay? So be humble. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this has really, really helped you. Okay? I hope it has. Till then, keep living. Bye-bye.